Sienna said before, we are the Delta. My name is Paula, and this is
Kleaver.
And Kleaver and I have been writing for a couple of months now together as a unit. We both consider ourselves literary artists, and today we're going to be sharing part 1 and part 2 of a 3-part Subway-inspired series. So I hope you all enjoy it. And real quick, if we could just shout out, thank you so much to my greatest friend, Adam Marks, ladies and gentlemen, on the piano. Can I get a whoop? He really helped us take this piece to the next level with his musical talent.
Delta came from the idea of, everyone knows it, nature. A delta is where rivers meet before they part into an ocean. And so we consider ourselves flowing, right? So we're rivers that flow in space. And so any space that we're part of, we're probably have to work on together. This is the delta. So welcome. You are in the delta right now. And as she mentioned, we're working on a 3-piece project. Maybe like 3 sides of a formula or a delta. But the idea is inspired. Ooh. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the interruption. My name is...
Every single black and Latina you've ever seen before.
And I'm not on a basketball team. I'm out here trying to keep some change in my pocket and keep myself off the street. I got M&M peanuts and famous Amos chocolate chip cookies for $1. I'm not sure what more I can offer. In my book bag, I have a notebook full of dreams of being better than I've ever been. Stories of new ways to enjoy these streets. Questions of what schools look like when they practice what they teach. I may be off the concrete, but this subway is a different type of beast. My head is spinning from riding this train in both directions. Corrections facilities are what I'm staying away from and making a name for myself. My health is rooted in this life I love. This life that words promise and actions make happen. This life that exists when I begin tapping into the reserves of strength from not knowing what comes next and not getting upset when shit's a mess. I express. Through this hustle of slinging candy and now rocks to clear the roadblocks and not get locked up in a system that has held my people victim. For decades and centuries, essentially, I want a pension. Plans of a vision that gets better. Bitter is a taste that won't stay in my mouth because victory is a better feeling to not go without. I could use a break. But make no mistake that these cookies and candy sure are great. I repeat, I got M&M peanuts and famous Amos chocolate chip cookies for $1. Thank you. God bless.
And have a nice day. Her sign invades my personal space as we sit parallel our weathered mothers and tired fathers. I can't remember the last time my days have been known as nice, you see. My days have been bad. Ever since I can recall, it was the winter after that fall when maybe hiding under my bed wasn't crazy at all. Distant jabs of slapped words and broken promises twirled between 2 worlds of goodnight kisses and late night punches intertwining in my mind. Tell Jesus, Mary, and Joseph that right now is not a good time. I just want to become obsolete, benign. Dissolve all of my fears and dreams into the white headphones that seep effortlessly, flowing towards that part of my brain where despite sun or rain, reason or rhyme, I can't stand this fucking lady and all of her fucking signs. Marks above her arms where scabs had once bled. All of her casualties laid about spread like we all don't got problems swimming around in our heads. I glanced away to catch my breath. I'm over mass transit. I looked up, our eyes met, and no longer could I stand it. He's hungry. And I'm unsettled by the starved look he has in his eyes. They look no different from my brothers, but he's no brother of mine. Mama always said, don't look down. Cloud 9. Reject all that makes you uncomfortable and place your heart on the highest shelf. Porque mija, I've been shot down so many times. I get vertigo just for standing up for myself. No, you do not know me. No, we never met. I'm not trying to talk, smile, cry, laugh, win, lose, love, bet. I just want to fall into the light. God damn, these train lights are so bright. Right?
Right.
Right.
So I write because my pen bleeds to make sense of this tense, the one that came before it and the one that comes next.
So I write because I lack the balls to be a cutter. I write because I'm from the Bronx, the land of dark alleys and gutters. So we write. Right? Right. As the wind blew in passing, I smelled you. If you can call it wind, that is. More of an indoor breeze. I recognize your pungent smell of precariousness. Strong enough to knock me back into this sober reality that this train station is hot. And these manic contemplations are all that I've got. I close my eyes to hear the sound of your voice as you held me under the deafening noise of your delinquencias and demands. Bystanders glare outwardly awkward. I gawked at this sick circus that I created. Putting his knees before your own, ain't that outdated? Ain't that the shit that your mama did and you hated but still ate it, still grinned and bared while it left you worn and faded? Even hated her for it. Used to wish you could shake her so she could see the mess that she bore. It ain't easy watching men push your mother's heart to the floor, chest against the door, always pleading for more. I've been surfing this train in hopes of crashing into a wave. A rebirth from this grave of manipulation manifested with my own self-hate. Drenched in insecurity and dipped in gold. Lustrous enough to forget that your blood runs cold, and any love that we once shared is now wretched and old. I've been told that the deeper you climb into these stanzas, my words will tear the flesh from your torso, trunk, and tenement quicker than the rent was spent, like back to them days when dying young was common sentiment, as we lay beside sedimentary rocks, burying our boys from way back when, elementary blocks. Silver doors slide open as our waves ride closer towards one path, two trains. I am the product of fierce winds and summer rains. My pen strategy to rewrite this tragedy will mark the end of an era. To be swallowed whole inside of these silver snakes got me feeling better. Impressed by your blast of copacetic cool proof, I'll always play the fool. Proof? I've taken cosmic strides through this galaxy just to realize that his cool winds and angry clouds are nothing more than pathetic fallacy. As these dark tunnels start to fade, her spirit's bent on watching this love grasp from inside of her loins and start to ferment on every cell, drop of blood, trickle of sweat. Can you feel me yet? This is more than just poems. This is divine distribution. A way to break free of this mental institution and rid my mind of your preconceived pollution that I won't be better off anyway. Because I will. The sea is running local and we sitting here still, so I believe at the next stop, I'll transfer to the A. Because if I don't get off now, I'll never find my way. I'll never get to grow. Let these rivers flow. Músico, poeta y loco. Todos tenemos un poco.
Chokeholds on old phrases that manage to define me. A lover of dudes is the truth, but there's more to it. I demand that the world see this kid with complexity, and I'll throw a hex on he who walks a lesbian path, see? Because in my thoughts, if I followed my heart to save myself, there'd be less silence, and the violence spoken in environments where I feel less loved would dissipate. In his absence is this rap shit, and it happens that he looks like the man I swore I'll never be. It's plain to see that my masculinity doesn't always line up with what some may expect it to be. I can't sweat it and have no regrets as I'm closer to my dreams. Each seam in the coat of my experience are experiments that may lead to being considerate of shit being different. My heart is pregnant with a love I've never known that will birth when the right bone is picked to heal this society's aching body. This is about change. A finger on the pulse that will result in a new struggle, shakes and rumbles of ground that have found a new source in this free course of living. Enough years have passed so vast with words unspoken and broken promises to myself to be braver. I'll savor this moment as the first of many, but there'll be plenty of room to be my authentic self. Help. I ask for your hand in this new plan, so I'll stand. Above these board seats amongst people I know and have yet to meet. Let me take this moment to breathe. To take in the fact that my syntax from the synapses of the brain in the skull will no longer lull with ache, but with quicks of that good feeling we all deserve to bask in. Assassins of the one who I once was is who I make a call to. You must honor who I am. The man I've denied to live in this skin. He's been trapped. Under mask, on mask, on mask, on mask, and the task at hand is to let him free. To let him know that the stale taste of old gilded gold must go. A premature death from a scent that is traceless. Rally cries to live my life unapologetically. A mask of glass broken in within a comfort I've learned to accept and not love. The glove does fit, but I must acquit the acceptance of anything other than who I am. It's the beginning of a new beginning, and I find it fit that my new acknowledgement shall sit on the highest pedestal. The true truth of who I am and supposed to be, maskless and inevitably a hero of my identity.